Hello, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. It's a time for firsts at the minute, but it's a big deal, so I hope it goes all right. When you come in, no matter where you're logging in from, we prefer you to be live with us on the Entrepreneur Inc. Facebook page, because that's where we're going to find the winners. So although I've gone live over like several kind of groups and pages, if you can find us on the Entrepreneur Inc. Facebook page, that would be absolutely flipping awesome, because oh wow, you are flying in. Hello, good evening. Let me just say some hellos. Hey Amy, Donna, Claire, let us know if you are already, let's say, joined. We'll just say that because we don't want to tell everyone exactly yet. So I'm doing something that I haven't actually done before. So I'm sharing with you the recording of the live that we did, the big reveal that we did within our private VIP Facebook group. So we're sharing that with you. Before I tell you a little bit more about that, lots of you I know are going to be here for the 100 quid cash. You are totally here for the 100 quid cash. Type cash in the comments if you're here for the cash. It's all right. There's no judgment here. It's all good. We're fine. We don't mind. Hey, Michelle, one of our students. Hello. Hey, Jane. Oh, it's good to see you guys flying in. Okay, so let me tell you how you can win the £100 cash giveaway. This is like the easiest way ever to win £100 cash right now this evening. You can be sat on your sofa, sat in your PJs, sat there with a glass of wine or a cup of tea, and you can win £100 cash, and it'll be in your bank after I say goodbye on tonight's webinar, or live, I should say. After we say goodbye, it'll be in your bank account swiftly afterwards. You all know I can't pick winners, so Kate is going to pick tonight from the people who, are you ready? Are you ready? What you got to do? You've got to be watching on the Entrepreneur Inc. Facebook page. You can find it at Entrepreneur Inc. Official, but it's Entrepreneur Inc. You've got to be on that Facebook page watching. So we might lose a few now as you go and find us elsewhere, but that's cool. You've got to share it on that page. And you've got to type shared in the comments so that we can see who has shared as well. You've got to like the Entrepreneur Inc. Facebook page. So you just got to like the Entrepreneur Inc. Facebook page. You've got to share this live, click the share button, and you've got to be liking the page, and you've got to be watching there. Okay, you're there watching, Ali. That's cool. Lisa's there watching. This is awesome. Okay, so without further ado, all I'm going to do is press play this time, and I'm going to replay the live reveal. Now, we're really, really excited about this, like on another level of excited, because the feedback has been crazy. There's been over 4,000 people within the group. We have, I think, around 1,000 people so far within our, I'll call it our new family, but you can find out now just what this new family is all about. First of all, let me know if you're excited in the chat. Just say excited, or you can do like a raised hand emoji. Let me just know you're there. I'm going to sit and I'm going to comment back and forth with you guys as we watch this bit as well. So I'm going to still be here. I might even grab a glass of wine. Why not? It's a Tuesday. It's totally okay, right? When you have kids that don't sleep. Right, I'm going to press play and away we go. Soon, 2 seconds.
I've done a little hashtag newbie, which means you might not know who Emma is. You might have stumbled across her for the first time, both of us for the first time. So I want to tell you in my way how I see Emma, because when you first come across her, she's going to be cringing out now. When you first come across her, you probably will have the same questions in your head that most people have. And one of those questions will be, is this girl for real? Like, seriously, can someone have achieved this much success and actually be this nice and this normal and this down to earth? That fascinated me about Emma when I met her. And I've watched her achieve and help others achieve things that most people would say are impossible. She's been famously compared to Roger Bannister, and that's the man who ran the first 4-minute mile, because that was like what Emma did in the network marketing space, because she showed modern day network marketers what was possible and how quickly they could be turning over millions in sales. And I think if we were to label it and say that you know, Emma's a pioneer in network marketing. She's leading the way and transitioning from old-fashioned direct selling into young, trendy social media selling. And I who agrees with me? Like, and I know I just told you to shut up in the chat box, but I'm going to ask you to just give me some hearts now. If you know this about Emma already and you agree and you've had the same thoughts, because she won't tell you all of this stuff herself, but she's got to over 1 million in sales in only one country in network marketing with only 3 generations in just over 12 months. Now, those of you that are in network marketing will know that and how amazing that is. And if you're not, don't worry about it. Just know it's freaking epic. And it's safe to say she's accumulated probably over 100 million by now in network marketing. And she's also, while she was just doing that little thing, built a whole product business from scratch to 7 figures, and then built a 6-figure coaching business as well. It's fair to say she's just a freaking legend. I'm sorry, Emma, because I know you're cringing out.
I literally just took the biggest gulp of champagne because I was like, oh my God, if she doesn't stop now. Listen, I'm gonna get you back, because if you don't know Michelle, or you've been introduced to Michelle through somebody else or through my world, then you'll probably know already how much I think of her. I went to Michelle, I sought her out as a coach, and I've only ever had one other coach before Michelle, and that was specific to network marketing. Michelle is the most, and I can be challenged by anyone, but I will win. She is the most switched on businesswoman I have ever known. The way this woman's mind works is just insane. You've probably seen a little bit of that following her 10 lives, but that's why she had such an impact as a business and success coach. She's coached people from all corners of the earth. And when we've sat and talked about the people that she's helped, the way she speaks about them is something that really set my heart on fire. She truly cared. And although at first I thought, my gosh, she's this really tough businesswoman, actually, she's got a really mushy heart, but she's amazing in business. She's coached these people to crazy success. She's had crazy success herself. Her own success is just unbelievable, but her client success stories are a thing that I know that she's most proud of. Her personal revenue is in the tens of millions, but if you add up the amount of revenue she's had a hand in creating, I can't even imagine, again, closer to 100 million, I would imagine. But what I love about Shell, she pays for everything in cash. That's inspired me, because it's everything that I think real freedom is about. She became mortgage free at 33. Oh, come on, I'm not mortgage free. At 40. That is an incredible achievement. Anyone can admit that. And she's added to that portfolio ever since. All paid for in cash. She's savvy. She's always got multiple flows of income. And the most important thing is, and then one thing that I really hold up there in high esteem, is that she's a really great mum, and she will not budge on that. Bobby Ray, little Bobby Ray, I've been shopping for today in White Company. She means the world to her, obviously. And everything that Michelle does in business comes after being an amazing mum. And I think that's what's so inspiring to all of us women, but also the guys as well. I'm sure that they'd say, like, yes, what a woman. So now she's totally and utterly cringed out. I can get cracking and tell you that tonight is not about us. That was just a little introduction, but tonight is not about us and our new business. It's actually about you, the people in our life that have the desire and the calling for more. It's about providing an opportunity for you, an opportunity for you to have some things that might not have been available to you until now. There are 4 main things that we want you to have, and we believe that you are really entitled to.
The first thing that we believe you're entitled to, and we want to provide you with, is clarity. We know that the number one thing that holds entrepreneurs back and keeps them stuck is not knowing what they want, let alone how to get it. Now, you've heard Emma and I talk about times when we felt lost, and we've had this feeling like we should be somewhere else, doing something else, something greater, more fulfilling, but we just didn't know what that thing was.
sometimes you can even feel like you're a failure for realizing that, and, you know, realizing that what you've been working for or working on isn't actually for you anymore. You're not failing, sorry, when you're feeling that way. But loads of people, even the messages we've had, always say that you feel like you're failing. There's a difference in quitting and moving on to something more perfect. And that's okay to say you're moving on to something more perfect. Or maybe you know what you want to be, what you want to have, what you want to create, but the way you've been told to go about it just isn't a fit for you anymore. So many people tell me they've done courses and never been able to successfully implement the things they've learned because it just didn't account for who they were, their skill set, their personality, likes and dislikes.
Exactly. And you might be multi-talented as well. That means you're multi-passionate and therefore you want an income stream in a few different things, but no one ever teaches you how to go about that. When I was starting out building a personal brand and I had different income streams and different areas, everyone helping me had an agenda. My mentors in network marketing, they had an agenda. They probably didn't even realize they did, to be honest, but because their interest was in me being a great network marketer and nothing else. My coach teaching me how to be a great coach only knew how to support me in that. So I always felt this sense of like being torn between one thing and another and not knowing how to bring it all together because there was no one there that could help me do it. And I knew that most millionaires had 7 streams of income, but obtaining that for myself was really long, really expensive journey. But you don't have to find it as difficult as we did because we're providing you with a solution to that. And we're providing you with a solution in a way that's never been done before.
The second thing that we want you to know that's so important is that we're giving you an opportunity to have something today that you might not have had for a while, or you might have struggled finding your way with, and that's direction. When you know what success looks like to you, what your 5-year plan is, which income streams you want to incorporate into that plan, then you're going to need direction in how to go about it, and most people lack it.
But also direction from the right people. People who have actually walked the walk. And that's so important. People who are actually experts in their field and not just a great brand that makes them look like they are. It's so hard, sadly, to know who to trust online these days.
And it's also become really expensive to get help from people who are actually at the top of their game, the top of their field, which has made, I think, top quality support just inaccessible for most people. I couldn't have afforded thousands of pounds to learn something when I was just starting out. And I know that between me and Shell, we've spent over 20 years and hundreds of thousands of pounds at this point in our careers. And we want to make everything we know accessible to everyone we know.
It literally gives me very goosebumps because it changes the game. Like the education piece, and this is the third thing that we've recognized makes the difference when it comes to achieving, you know, the sort of success that most people dare to dream of. And that's an education in entrepreneurship. Being an entrepreneur, and you might have heard me say this before, being an entrepreneur is different to being a business owner. A business owner's success relies on the business that they're running to succeed. And things can affect that, things that are out of your control, recessions, pandemics. We know that better than anything over the last few years. And entrepreneurs don't rely on that. You know, entrepreneurs are thriving through those times because they rely on themselves. They rely on their individuality, their ability to make money in any climate because they think differently, they move differently, and they never worry about making money because it's like it's written in their DNA. Only it's not written in their DNA. They just know things and they've trained themselves to be different. And we want to give you today the ability to become an entrepreneur, not a business owner. And that literally sets me on fire.
Exactly. It sets me on fire too. I think of all the successful people I know, like really successful people, the ones with lottery win lifestyles. And I know they all have their fingers in a few pies. It's one of the things, and I've spoken about this, that really bugged me when I started out in network marketing and I started to grow as an entrepreneur. I could see that lots of top leaders had multiple flows of income, property, books, courses, membership sites, but no one was teaching all of those things. No one was teaching that. They just wanted to keep your focus on the one thing. And I understand that. The one thing that grew their income was not being taught. And that's not an inclusive education. That's not transparency. I want to provide you with a space that will give you absolutely everything.
Everything. And that brings us to the fourth thing. We know that you need something to grow rapidly that most people don't have. And I mean rapidly and transformationally. And that's a community. Like, not just any community though. Most people around you won't get you because you're a rare breed. Everybody listening to this today is a rare breed. That's what's brought you here. You're someone that refuses to settle, refuses to live a mediocre life, feels like they're meant for more. But most people aren't like you. And being surrounded with people like you catapults your belief and your resilience levels as well. It's really shit when you've had a bad day in business and no one really gets it, but we get it. And we want to envelope you in those moments. And we want to celebrate with you hard when things are going really well.
It's really powerful, I think, to be in an environment with different people who are nothing like you in some ways. You'll notice that we haven't gone down this strong female-only entrepreneurial route. That's not what we're doing. Community is about people from different walks of life. And people who are nothing like you in some ways is good. You learn and you grow so much when you're around people who do things a little bit different to you or a lot different to you. Like when Michelle and I came together, we're the same in that we have a big vision for business. We love helping people. Family is really important to us, but we're very different in our execution. So we learn from and we challenge each other constantly.
So
suddenly feels scary.
I know, like you're probably thinking, okay, yes, I hear you. We need all of those things, but what is it? What are you doing? I feel like there should be a drum roll.
I know. I wish I could have one. Let's just do it here.
This is the thing that we believe is going to revolutionize entrepreneurship and the accessibility to everybody to be able to achieve success. It's never been done in this way before. Here goes. Here's what we've been working on. Let's just do it. Pull back the curtain.
Okay. We present to you. Are you ready? It's called Entrepreneurship. We present Entrepreneurship to you. And this is what we've been working on. This is everything you've just heard in one thing. We've created the very first online university that actually teaches you the things they should have taught you at school. We're teaching a new breed of online university, teaching entrepreneurs how to develop multiple income streams. We are combining our knowledge of what it takes to build an income portfolio of over 50 million, probably over 100, with streams of income in network marketing, coaching, personal branding, courses, retreats, product businesses, and property businesses to bring you an education like no other. Everything we know, I can see the gasps, but everything we know, everything that's in our heads, everything we have learned in those 20 years is now totally and utterly available to you. Now, I know there's already people on here right now who are like, I'm a student. I want to see who's going to be the first student ever, though. We've got to have some accolade for this. So there is a link that is being dropped now. You can find the link underneath the video wherever you're watching. If you're watching on a replay or you're watching it live, you'll see it underneath the video. I want to see who's going to be first in. But I already know that lots of you want to be a student, even though we're going to continue to explain this to you without knowing anything else. So for you guys, the link is there and ready for you. You can enroll now, ready for September when term time begins. Tuition fees, as you can see, are only £39 a month. £39 a month for you. And if that's all you need to know, then go ahead and enroll right now, clicking on the link either beneath the video or in the comments that you can see.
It's just insane. If we can go back aside for a second, though, I just want to have a little look what's going on in the comments, just because there's people like, I'm in, that's all I need to know, I'm in. And I love that reaction, because everything about what we're doing here is for you. And that's why we wanted to get everybody we know that's like us, our people, in a group to share it with first. So I don't know whether there's a link there. I can't see a link at the minute. There we go. There's the link. Okay.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, I think, from us to seeing it to you guys to seeing it. So just
I don't know whether, can we pin that link in the comments so that it's so it stays where it is? I think someone should be able to do that.
Yeah, Kate will do that.
Otherwise it's going to get lost in the thread. So when you guys have found the link, still a few people asking, what we're going to try and do now is shout out a few of you that have become the first ever students of Entrepreneurship. Oh my God, this is exciting.
I'll check.
So I think people are struggling with the link because it's not pinned, it's just left. It's kind of got lost in all the comments. And don't worry, there's some of you are like, I don't want to leave, I don't want to miss something. We are.
I actually think Catherine Coward is our very, very first Entrepreneurship student that has just enrolled. Kath, there's got to be a prize coming to you. We will find you.
Oh my God, amazing.
It's coming through a little bit slow, but we'll find. Oh, they're coming through now. Let me just have a little nosy. Janice? Yeah. Oh, Jenna Scarlett. Jenna's in. Welcome to Entrepreneurship, Jen. So great to have you guys. Okay, let me change. Do you want me to change the slide for you, Michelle?
Yes, let's do it. Sorry, I just get all like caught up in the excitement. I don't know what I've got to say now because I'm like, okay, so you're probably thinking like, what? Okay, so what do we get? What's included and what's it all about? So let me give you the rundown a little bit. The first thing you need to know, being a student with us means that you get everything that Emma and I know about entrepreneurship and building businesses with zero upsells. Now, this is a huge part, and it was huge for us to make this decision. And it's really important for us because we didn't want to be the people that give you a little bit of info and then say, oh, now you need to buy this course to learn the rest, because there's a lot of that. And we just wanted everything to be inclusive, hence the Entrepreneur Inc. name. So we're going to share everything with you for $39 a month. We're literally making ourselves and what we know accessible in a way that most people with our experience don't do in the industry.
Everything I know about building a stream of income in network marketing and a product-based business that could be a multi-million-dollar empire or a few thousand a month in revenue that forms part of many income streams in your portfolio. For the first time ever, I'm so excited because I've spoken about this before, but now I truly have no agenda. So I can help anyone decide the right company for them, the right team for them, the right mentor, or help them build what you're already a part of, what you've already started building. And I've never, ever been able to do that before. And that excites me because it means I can help so many more people.
God, I think if I'd have had that offer when I was in network marketing, Emma Cooper will tell me everything she knows with no agenda and even help me like choose the right company or team. It's mental. I'd have been all over it. I'm going to teach you everything I know about building an online coaching practice. So if you want to scale that to over $1 million in year one, like I did, then I'll show you how. If you want to incorporate some coaching clients into an existing business plan or just sell a few courses that teach the valuable things that you know, and everybody knows stuff that's valuable, then I'll teach you how to do that.
As you know, I built a product business, My Pro Planner, and I built that to 7 figures. I'll show you how I did that too, because if a successful product fits into your 5-year plan, then what I've learned about product development, distribution, logistics, that's going to be priceless to you.
Absolutely priceless. I mean, imagine starting from scratch with a product and the amount of mistakes you have to make to get it right. But it's stopping that you having to do that. It's like a blueprint. And I'm going to share with you everything I know about money, because it's a really, really big part of an entrepreneur's education. How to make it, of course, but also how to make it work for you. As Emma mentioned earlier, I became mortgage free at 33 and pay for everything in cash because I know how to make money work for me. Because for me, it wasn't about rolling in money. It was about being free. And that made me feel free. And I also built an Airbnb business. And I'm going to teach you about that. And you don't have to own a property to have an Airbnb business. And most people don't even realize that. But basically, everything that's in our brain is available to you.
Everything. And that's a lot in yours, Michelle. That is a lot to teach people.
And at this point, I know that some of you have already done it. Loads of you have already done it. But if you haven't already, at this point, you can go ahead and click the link. And here's what's going to happen. So you're going to pay £39. That's it. And that's going to cover your first month's tuition fee with us. Term time starts on the 12th of September. So the month of September is already covered with your £39 a month, and then you won't have to pay your next £39 until October. So just to be clear, you've got nothing to pay in July, nothing to pay in August. This covers September. So as a friend of ours, and obviously a VIP at this event, you're always going to have that price. So even if it goes up in the future, it will never go up for you. So click the link now, lock in your price if it excites you and you're feeling excited about the opportunity to become one of the first students at the first term of Entrepreneurship.
Well, there are a lot of students that are excited right now, Michelle. Let me just tell you, Sally has just joined. So has Amy Fletcher. So has Kelly. So has Becky. I'm not going to try and say surnames. So has Joe Warman. I know that one. Hey, Joe, welcome to Entrepreneurship. Hey, Helga, welcome. Right, if I get caught on that, if I read them all out, we'll be here all night. So let's go on. We did some research into what it might cost to get an education and support in the areas that we know that everybody needs support. And here's what we found. The average cost of a business coach who has actually achieved millionaire status is £5,000 per month. Seriously, £5,000 a month for you to be coached. And that's probably very little access to that coach. There are some that are way, way more than that too. And that's the price of being in close proximity to success. I couldn't have afforded that when I needed it most. Could you, Sha?
No, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, Em, but I know you paid over 25k, I think it was.
Yeah.
To be part of a network marketing mastermind for leaders.
That's right.
It just wouldn't be accessible to the average network marketer. I couldn't have paid that when I was starting out in network marketing. It cost me 20 grand to learn how to use funnels. And for those of you that don't know, I wouldn't have some time ago, a funnel is just a system that puts your sales on autopilot. 20k to learn it. It's amazing, don't get me wrong, but most people don't know how to use the systems that top leaders are using because they can't afford to learn. And we are so proud to say that we are ending that vicious cycle today so that success is possible for everybody. And it's only going to cost you £39 a month to learn it all.
So just what we've touched on already, just with what your knowledge is, Shell, everything that I'm bringing to the table, everything out of our heads and into your head or your hands for only £39 a month. I think you'll agree that that's already 6 figures in learning. And we're going to teach you everything we know and so much more. I cannot actually keep up with the amount of people that are enrolling. I just stopped at 100 and I refreshed and it's at 125. So I want to welcome everyone, but I don't want to keep you. Welcome, Sharon, to Entrepreneurship. You guys are rolling in. This is so exciting. I know a lot now about keeping your mind in check. I spent a fortune on mindset coaches. You can have it all. What I know is totally yours. Let's have a look at a couple more. We'll just refresh. Let me just say a couple of welcomes. Steve, I have to shout out to the guys. Welcome to Entrepreneurship, Steve. We're excited to be teaching you. There's loads. Welcome, Michelle Chitty. Welcome, Michelle. Okay, if I do this, we are going to be here all night.
You know how nice it is, though, to be shouting out guys' names. I'm so excited to work with men again. I'm so excited to work with men again.
We love men. In business too, and just wisdom-wise, I think that especially with, I'm really enjoying like the launch of like more of the male entrepreneurs, the youngsters, like the Stephen Bartletts of the world. So we want to get some of you guys into Entrepreneurship, sharing your wisdom with us most definitely. Next slide, Shell.
So this is a big thing that makes us really different.
Huge.
Massive. Massive. So our main goal for you is that we can help you develop a portfolio of income streams. Develop as an entrepreneur and feel safe. That's the big thing. Safe that you'll always be able to take care of your family. But we know we don't know everything about everything. No one does. So we're working with a team of researchers who find the very best people to teach the things that you want to know that we don't know.
Yeah, for example, you might say, and I get this a lot, but Shell, I'm thinking of investing in crypto. What do you think? Well, we don't know. So what we will do is we will find the real deal people. We'll stop you having to go down the rabbit hole, spending hours and hours researching, trying to figure out, you know, who's the real deal, where you'll lose money, who you can trust, who you can't trust. We're going to find the real deal people for you to learn from and to put them into our trusted trainer spots so that they are the people you are learning from at Entrepreneurship. What I will say is these might not be the people, the names that you expect, because they're not necessarily the people who will bring you the most value. We are going deep, deep, deep into research, finding the very, very best. This is going to literally become Entrepreneurship is going to be your one-stop shop for all things business, and you never have to feel anxious about who to trust or to listen to again.
Because it'll only ever cost you £39, which is a great thing. So let's look at what the first term is going to bring. So as of September, we are launching 3 curriculums, and we're so excited about this. The first one, and you get this just because you're here from the start for free, included in your 39. So the first curriculum is your first $1 million in network marketing. Now, this is Emma's blueprint. What she's basically done is gone back and retraced her steps backwards. What did I do from the day that I joined network marketing to the first $1 million 15 months later? What steps did I take? What worked for me? What didn't? And she's blueprinted it into a curriculum for you to follow. I've done the exact same thing with my first $1 million in coaching. Back to the first day of launch. What did I do? What worked? What didn't? Blueprinted. And just in those 2 things, we're talking everything. How to brand, social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, not spending a penny on ads, spending money on ads if you want to, using funnels, using email marketing. Everything that you would normally pay tens of thousands to learn will be in those first 2 pieces of curriculum. And then the third, your first $1 million in product. As I mentioned when I was introducing Emma, just in a bit of a downtime, she created a 7-figure product business, My Pro Planner. And all the things that she had to do to get that right, which none of us would know about, you know, where to get stock, distribution, logistics, all that stuff, she's going to blueprint into another curriculum. So you could dip in and out of all 3 if you wanted. You could specialize in one and just spend your first term learning one. The point is, it's all yours, and it's like a buffet. You trust yourself. What do you need? When do you need it? And take it.
I am so overwhelmed at how many people are joining. They're coming in so thick and fast. I literally cannot keep up to date. We're at 200 students, and every time we're refreshing it is jumping and jumping. Alison Davis, welcome to Entrepreneurship. Rachel Turner, welcome to Entrepreneurship. Alison Leeton, hello, welcome to Entrepreneurship. Louise Wright, welcome. Darren Hinton, welcome. Marie Kilminster, I think, welcome. Linda French, Shona Charles, welcome, welcome, welcome. So many of you are becoming students, and I'm so excited. This is going to be the best community. I can just reassure you that, like you have never been reassured anything in your entire life, because community is my thing, and this is where I want to be hanging out. So I want to be hanging out for you guys, with you guys. And yes, I know it's £39 a month, but yes, we still want to hang out. That's what we do, and this is why this is so different. Welcome to the family. This leads me on really nicely, because you have probably heard me talk about this before. Culture to me is everything. It is the difference between a successful business or not a successful business, a team that thrives or a team that dies. And we are creating an environment that sets us apart. It will set you on absolute fire. You will probably have never been part of an environment like this before. Not only will you be part of that environment, but you'll also be learning how you can create that own environment in whatever it is that you do. And that alone is absolutely priceless. We're in our community, the energy, the belief is totally contagious, where you'll feel seen, you'll feel valued, you'll feel supported in every single way that you possibly can. We're going to cheer you the loudest. When you win, we will be cheering you, and we'll hold you the tightest when you lose. Because when Michelle just mentioned that product business and it was a passion business, like, I lost more times than I won. And if I can do that, losing more than I win, then you're going to be absolutely fine. There's going to be no BS. No sales pitches, no agendas, no mean girl crap. We're going to change the world together, because I really believe that this type of community is what the world needs. This family kind of environment where everybody feels included and it's inclusive. This is going to change the world.
I'm literally pinging right now. I'm so excited. I already knew about this, but when we talk about it, like, I just get on another level of excited. This is one of the things I loved about network marketing, though, and it's one of the things that I really missed when I wasn't part of it anymore, because it was the way it made me feel, the community. And there were some bad parts to that, but we're leaving that out. The sense of belonging is what we want to keep. The feeling of belonging to something that matters, because here you really do. And I just want you to imagine, because this is my vision, and hopefully you'll capture my vision for this. Our vision. Should I say, Emma? Sorry.
That is fine by me.
But just imagine a world where all the power and all the wealth is in the hands of really good people like you, good people like us. And that's what really spurs us on to help you succeed on a greater scale than we ever have, because it will make the world different. It makes the world different for our next generation, for Bobby, for William, for Archie, and for your children. Our next chapter is all about making your success as students of Entrepreneurship our success. Our biggest achievements from now on will be your achievements. You'll never hear us talking about how much money we've earned. We'll only ever be shouting about how much you have.
And we will shout about you. So if right now you find that uncomfortable, get rid of it by September. And let me just reiterate, this is £39 a month. You can cancel at any time. There's no contracts whatsoever. There's nothing out there that exists like this. Nothing that is so inclusive, nothing that is priced at a price point that we have priced it at, and nothing that will give you everything without asking any more of you. So for you guys that are enrolling now, I have to also shout out Claire Edwards, Amy Cross, Kelly Thomas, Julie Edsall. It's so cool to have you in the family of Entrepreneurship. I'm really excited personally to share this journey with you, and I'm thrilled that you guys will be with us right from the start. There's always something special, isn't it, when you're part of something from the start. And you're part of everything that is to come. This is just the beginning. We're helping to start a wave of a new breed of entrepreneurs in a way that's never been done before. And we want to have shed loads of fun with you along the way. But life's too short not to, right? Because isn't that what we all want? We want to succeed. We want to achieve the things we want to achieve. But we want to be really present, and we want to enjoy the now as well. So we're going to teach you exactly how to do it.
And we want to keep it real in there as well. Like, we want to be sharing with you what's going on behind the scenes as we're building Entrepreneurship as a business with you students that are in there watching, you know. So on top of everything else going on in the curriculums, you've got all of that too. So we're getting to the point now where we're coming to the last chance to enroll and be the first students to experience Entrepreneurship from the very first term. So what's going to happen now is, as we close this session tonight, the link to join Entrepreneurship and become a student and enroll for $39 and have that price locked in and get all of the courses that we talked about tonight, as we disappear, so will the link, and so will that opportunity. So if you haven't done already, make sure I know some of you are probably juggling bedtime and all sorts of other things. So this is time now to kind of zone in and get enrolled. Before we close, let's go to some questions, because then it's going to give us a couple of minutes extra for the people that have maybe been a little bit distracted with other things and haven't had a chance to enroll yet. So what time is it? I make it 9:48 because I'm an hour ahead, most of you I know. So let's say, should we say 5 minutes of questions to give everyone a chance to?
I think that's good.
Yeah?
I think that's good. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So let me go to, I'm going to go to the chat box on Facebook, and I'm going to just give it a little refresh as well.
Let me just read you one, Shell. What kind of commitment will it take? There we go.
You know what, that totally depends on you, because we're all about you building a business that's right for you. Like and I know Emma is the same. We've been in communities where we've felt pigeonholed into doing things one way at one pace with one amount of time, like with a fixed amount of time. But this is about you building a business that fits you. You know, for me, like Emma said, my most important thing is being a mom, and I know Emma's the same. So we have a set amount of time for business, and that's what we dedicate to it. So that's a you question. What do you think, Em?
Yeah, totally. I think that the great thing about this is there's no expectations of you. If you want to be held accountable, we'll help you with that. We'll teach you how to do that. If you want to be all in because you need a massive growth spurt in your business and you need to dip in, you need to, learn a load of things to move on to the next level, well, then go all in. But it's completely and utterly up to you. No one is ever going to tell you you're doing too much, you're learning too much, you're taking too much action, but we'll also never tell you to, go faster either. It's completely at your pace. Another question here is, will we all get together? All I'm saying on that is that this is the first thing we're presenting to you. This is the beginning of something absolutely huge. So the answer, Linz, is keep your eyes peeled. Nikki says it's made your life complete. We love that. Alison says, if we don't have a business, how will this benefit us? I love that, Alison.
That's a great question. Remember, we talked about the clarity piece. This is where this comes in. So as a student, the first thing you'll do is an initiation process into the university, where you'll go through a huge clarity exercise in terms of who am I? What are my skill sets? What do I know that is valuable to someone else? What could I maybe teach someone? What business could I run? Is a product business suited to me? Is a service-based business suitable to me? Where does my skill set lie? What do I enjoy doing? What fits around my life? That is the first step. So you don't have to have a business or even an idea ready to go. You just have to have an entrepreneurial spirit and a desire. And I'd say that if you're here, you probably already have that.
Sharon asks, what happens between now and the start of term? Nothing, Sharon, in terms of you have the free trainings. You can get going with those straight away. If you implement that, whatever business you have right now, I promise you will grow. Just on those free trainings, remember, all you will have paid for that is £39. You don't pay now until October, but you've got to get enrolled now. How long do you pay the £39 for? Until you decide you don't want to anymore, Carol. There's no contracts. You're not, kind of fixed in or anything. But if the price goes up, you leave. When you come back, you would pay the new price.
And Kaylee says, will we have access to talk through questions, etc.? Yes, a big part of this is mentorship. So Emma and I will both be doing coaching calls live so that you have the opportunity to pick our brains and run by us your questions.
Sally asks, is it a Facebook group? It's both, Sally. So we have a very amazing website and membership website. Is that how you call it?
Like a portal, like a student
portal. Yeah, portal was the word I was looking for. Thank you. That you can log into, but we recognize that Facebook is just awesome for community and we love it. So you'll have Facebook, but you'll also have the portal as well, where everything can be accessed. Any different industry that you are in, there will be stuff there to cater for. Nick asks, as a gym owner, what do you think you'll be able to help with? Marketing, Nick in the first instance, sales and marketing. It doesn't matter what type of business you have. What I find is if the business isn't growing or you're not achieving the goals that you really want, or you feel like something is missing, it'll be because you're not making enough sales. And that's any business, right? Most businesses, you're not making enough sales. And that'll be normally tracked back to marketing. Would you agree, Shell?
100%. There's a series of things that every business needs, especially in the digital age, and that is to grow an audience of people that need or want your service. to get their buy-in to purchase with you, and then to have a sales process that gets them to do that. And whether you have a physical bricks and mortar business or whether you have an online business, then the process is the same. So everything we teach will be transferable.
Yeah. Just to let you know as well, guys, I know loads and loads of people. We're up to over 350, and it's literally, I think for lots of you, I think there's about 60 of you who are trying and your payments are failing because it's just gone so well. But don't panic, it'll be fine. You can lock it in. You've got enough time at the minute. But make sure you do that right away, because we want you guys to enroll. We don't want you to miss out. Should we just do one more question, or one or two more questions?
Yeah, people are asking how they're going to get their free training as well, which is a really good question, because I did say that I'd tell you at the end. So we can see obviously how many of you or who has stayed until the end here. So what's going to happen is you're going to get an email within the next 24 hours with your free trainings attached. So keep your eyes peeled in your inbox for that. We've got, shall we leave it? So as we said, when the link disappears, the opportunity to join us disappears. But we can see that some people are having a few problems, because I think it's just crashing with the amount of activity.
Yeah. With people saying like, I'm so freaking excited and this is what I've waited my whole life for. That's awesome.
That's amazing. That's amazing. We'll leave the link live for a little bit longer. Emma, why don't we play the video? I
was going to say, comment yes, yes, yes in the chat if you want us to play the video. We actually have a video for you guys to watch. If you want us to play it, comment yes, yes, yes right now. Let me see enough. Let me see enough, and then we will. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Yes, 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 yes. I'll just answer one more question. It says, how long is the course? This isn't a course. This is lifelong learning. I think that we're always learning and we're always growing, Joe. It's not a course. It's not going to be running that structure. It is a community. It's a university. It'll kind of be like university. And you can go there and learn how to build multiple streams of income. So you can learn all about different industries. And if you want to build a business in one or all, you can do. So let me press play.
Yeah. And if you want your learning journey to be a month, it will be a month. If you want your learning journey to be 10 years, then it will be 10 years. But there's nothing holding you in other than your desire to stay.
Okay. Right. Here we go. A few more people, or you can, Michelle, if you've got some names there. I know Kelly's in, Kelly Blundered, Janet Higgins, welcome guys. I know what I need to do, 2 secs.
There's quite a few of you that are saying you can't enroll yet. Don't worry guys, just keep trying. I'm sure at some point it will unclog, if that's even a word.
Unclog.
And for some reason the link's just not pinning. I've tried, and I know other people in the team have tried to pin the link. So if anybody's there that can keep just kind of, there we go. I've just posted it as well.
Hold on, I'm just going to mute myself a second. I'm going to go on YouTube. And
oh my god,
it's fundamentally. Hold on, I forgot to. So can you see my screen? Yes, you can. Okay, so let me do this on full, and we're ready. Okay, I will finally press play and not leave you in any more suspense. Here you go, guys. The standard education that's available to us growing up is fundamentally flawed when it comes to teaching people about money and how to make it. Most of us grow up believing there are limitations on what's possible for us when it comes to creating wealth, having time to do the things that we enjoy, and doing work that we really love. But what if you could learn the things that successful entrepreneurs before you have learned, the things that they didn't teach you in school? At Entrepreneurship, you are a student of the things you actually want to learn. You might be dreaming of becoming a leader in your network marketing company, or success to you may mean creating your own product range and it becoming a household name, or developing a course that helps others in some way. You may want to become a coach, run a successful online practice, or have a property portfolio that creates income for you. You may want to learn about all of the above and more. And at Entrepreneurship, you can. As
As the founders of Entrepreneurship, we had a vision of making it possible for everyone, regardless of age, nationality, background or gender, to have access to an education that teaches them how to become free. Free of money worries, free from spending time doing things that you don't enjoy, and free to be you and build businesses that are a unique expression of that. As a student of Entrepreneurship, you'll have access to everything we know. Everything we know about being a successful entrepreneur. Between us, we've got over 20 years of business experience and have built a combined sales revenue worth of 50 million. We've got successful income streams in network marketing, coaching, personal branding, courses, planners, property, just to name a few. We also know that we don't know everything about everything, so our team of researchers are constantly sourcing the very best trainers for our students. So Entrepreneurship will become your one-stop shop to learn how you can develop any income stream that you're interested in learning about, and learning it from the right people. We've made it our priority to make what we know accessible to you, regardless of budget. At this point in our careers, we've spent hundreds and thousands on ourselves, our business development and our personal development. And we want you to know this stuff, even if you've got a tiny budget. That's why to study with us at Entrepreneurship, it's only £39 a month in tuition fees. So you can be part of our community, learn from us and study alongside us with just that amount. We are so excited for you and so excited to be celebrating your success with you very, very soon.
So that was worth it.
It gives me goosebumps every time.
Every single time. So
I think that's it then, guys. I think we are calling time exactly 1 hour since we started, so we'll do a bit of a countdown. Actually, just 1 or 2 more questions that have come in. Can we cancel any time? Yes, absolutely. There's no contract. We want people to be there because they want to be there. So we'll hold you to nothing other than being an incredible example of success when you're with us. I can't see any more questions. I know there's some issues, I think, with payments going through and enrollments going through. I think it's just because it's so busy, guys, so bear with it. We'll leave it open for a little bit longer than planned. And thank you. Yeah, just thank you. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go and have another glass of champagne now and toast all of you.
We certainly are. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so excited to be part of this new family with you all. I feel so emotional because it's clear to see that everybody sees the need for something like this, and we're just so excited that we can bring it to you. So here's to an amazing September for you all, where you all become students again at whatever age that is for you.
And you can enjoy your summer as well. Just like relax, kick back, enjoy the summer, knowing that something huge is coming for you in September.
The next part of the year is going to be the best part of your life. I can promise you that. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye.